This, because I'm going to say a lot. On this side, you have flexors. Flexor carpi does this, right? So it makes sense. If these contract, it does that motion. Not all of them have the name flexor in them, but most of them do. What I like to do is find this guy because he's easy to find. That broad, flat one that goes right up the middle. That's the palmaris longus. Is that what it's called? Sorry. Some of these have changed names. Let me make sure I'm right. Arm. Nope. Oh, yep, nope. See, I call it the palmaris longus. Let's change that. Flexor digitorum superficialis. It's superficial. It's going up to the fingers, and it flexes the carpus. Flexor digitorum superficialis. Then there is a flexor on the radius side, and there's a flexor on the ulna side. So which side is which?
Ulna.
Yes. Yes, radius goes to our thumb, which would be this side for him.
Ulna's the elbow.
Yes, ulna goes to the pinky, which, they don't really have a pinky and a thumb, but same idea, right? Fifth digit and first digit. So that makes this guy here, right there, the flexor carpi ulnaris, flexing the wrist on the ulna side. That one is not quite cleared out yet. Oh, wait. There, we can see it there. There it is. Flexor carpi radialis, flexing the carpus on the radial side. So 3 with the name flexor in it. Flexor, it's got radius, flexor with digitorum, digits in it, and then flexor with ulna in it. The 4th one on this side, I'm not convinced I see yet. There is a muscle, we may have to clear out a little bit more. There should be a muscle that stops right here. It doesn't go all the way up to the elbow. It stops right there. And I'm just not convinced that's there. We'll see. But anyway, this is the pronator teres. And what you do is you look for a short one because pronation is that movement. Without moving your shoulder, without moving your elbow, well, you move your elbow a little bit, but just rotating your forearm. And so do you see where the muscle has to stop here in order for that? Because otherwise, right, exactly. If it came up here, you'd be moving the whole arm, which defeats the purpose. So it's the only one that's only half the size of the other ones, half the length of the other ones.
And it's called the
pronator teres, which is 3. I don't know why it's called the teres. Anyway, go figure. Okay, so those are the 4 on this side. You can clean up a little bit and see if you can find that pronator. Flip them over, and let's look at the other side. Now, there's 5 on this side. And these are now the extensors. Again, not every single one of them has extensor in the name, but most of them do. So extension is doing this, right? This is flexion, this is extension. So when these contract, you get extension of the wrist. So again, you've got one that has radialis in the name, you've got one that has ulnaris in the name, so you know which side is which, and then you've got 2 that have the word digitorum in them, so that's going to the fingers. Unfortunately, this guy is one of them, and this happens all the time. It gets cut all the time because it looks like it's just this piece of connective tissue that wasn't important. But it actually, it is actually, so there you go, exactly right. That's actually supposed to be pulled up there. And if you look at the picture in the book, you can see where it looks like it's separated away from the rest of them. Okay? So that's your starting point, and that is your brachioradialis. It doesn't have the word extensor in it, but brachio, because it does go all the way up here, you can see it goes all the way up to the arm. And then, of course, radialis, because it's on the radial side. So then, all you have to do at that point is count. If we count that as number 1, then this would be 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And so, our one on this side, what I count as number 2, would be your extensor carpi radialis. What I count as number 5 over here would be what?
Extensor carpi ulnaris.
Ulnaris, excellent. And then these 2 in the middle are extensor digitorum something. Okay. Extensor digitorum lateralis, because it's on the more lateral side, right? The outside side. Extensor digitorum communis. Think about the word community. It's in the middle. 2 on one side, 2 on the other, community 1 in the middle. Brachioradialis and extensor carpi radialis go to the thumb. Extensor carpi ulnaris goes to the pinky. Extensor, I have thumbs and pinkies, but you know what I mean. Digit 1 and digit 5. Extensor digitorum lateralis goes to digit 4, and then the reason it's called communis is because it does 2. Right? It does two of the digits, 2 and 3.
And then
Okay.
there's an A word.
Yes,
line.
Anconius.
Anconius.
You're almost there. I see a little piece of it. It's this little triangle. We might need to just clip that little bit of connective tissue right there, because it's that little triangle right in there. In here. Okay, you might have to dig in there a little bit, but there's a little triangle of tissue, of muscle tissue coming around like that. It comes around right in here. It comes around the elbow.
Okay.
And it's called the anconius. So this little, that little guy coming right there.
Perfect.
Okay?
Thank you. And
Better?
we have to